24/7 Now, only on ABC 22 and Fox 45.
In honor of the 4th of July holiday, we are sharing a story of a group who travels from coast to coast, honoring our nation's veterans and first responders. So Lydia Bice had the privilege of meeting the Patriot Guard riders. And Lydia, what exactly have you learned about their mission?
That's right. So many of the Guard riders are motorcyclists who help escort veterans or first responders to their final resting place. However, you don't have to have a motorcycle or be a veteran. They tell me anyone can be a part of the group.
We all have something in common, and number one is we all love this country and we love our veterans, and that's why we're here.
Joe Magley came to Dayton on Friday, June 28th to honor a World War II Navy navigator who had been missing in action for 80 years, but was finally identified and sent home to be buried in Greeneville. Magley traveled all the way from Arkansas to be here for that day, but he wasn't the only one.
We're here to escort them to their funeral home and eventually to their cemetery, their final resting place, but also to support their family members.
Gary Offenbaugh is a veteran who served in the Marines from 1974 to 1980. He and his wife Cindy currently live in Liberty Township and made their way to Dayton with the Patriot Guard riders as well. I asked Cindy why this organization means so much to her.
We take our freedoms for granted. I lived it as his wife. He was in a time when it wasn't respected to be a veteran.
This group travels across the country to honor those who have passed before us, so they don't always know everyone in attendance, but that doesn't seem to matter.
I knew one before today, and we only spoke on the phone. I've never met him, and we had breakfast this morning. But when you start talking and meeting these people,
the nicest thing about being a Patriot rider is the camaraderie between the other riders, besides your motorcycle, of course, but just that camaraderie that you had when you were in the service, because you were all one, and you don't get that on the outside.
Now, if a family member of yours is a veteran or first responder, head to our website, Dayton247now.com, where you can find their contact information to request their presence at your loved one's funeral. Back to you.
An officer shot and killed this morning in the line of duty in Cleveland. 27-year-old Jamison Ritter, worked with the department for the past 4 years and was a member of the Ohio Army National Guard. Now, police say Ritter responded to a call about a suspect wanted for felonious assault. They say that suspect exited a home, then tried to bike away. Police tried to arrest him, and he fired multiple times, killing the officer. That suspect is now in custody and facing an aggravated murder charge. Governor Mike DeWine posting a statement expressing his condolences, saying in part, quote, "On this Independence Day, this tragedy is a painful reminder of the sacrifices our law enforcement and military members make in support of freedom and public safety."
2 people are injured tonight following a multi-vehicle crash in Englewood this morning. It happened on I-70 on the Union Boulevard overpass. Our photographer on that scene said there were at least 4 cars involved in that crash. We are working to learn more on the extent of their injuries and how that crash occurred. Ohio State Highway Patrol is handling the investigation.
A live look right now from our Eco Plumber Skycam in the Beaver Creek area. Tim, I'm seeing some clouds in the sky. What's going on? We've got fireworks tonight.
Yeah, we do have some clear conditions right now with the clouds in the area, but we are starting to see these storms fire off to our west, and that is what we are monitoring over the next several hours for the potential for a few strong storms to move through, widely scattered, as you can see. But we had some rain this morning, a nice soaking rain. Honestly, we kind of needed it. I know it kind of sucks that it was on July 4th, but it gave a lot of areas a nice good soaking. You can see basically right around 70 got a good heavy portion of rain, a little bit lighter up towards Sydney, only around 4/10 of an inch. Now you head closer down towards Dayton, Tip City, the Troy area, Union City, West Milton, those areas picking up well over an inch on the radar indicated. So you can see right here near Monroe Township, radar indicated almost 2 inches. So coming up, we'll take a look at your forecast, what you can expect today with those storms moving through tomorrow and as we head into the weekend.
The Centerville Americana Festival is all wrapped up for 2024. Featuring food trucks, live performers, and a parade, the annual festival is one of the largest events of the year for the city of Centerville. Eli Burgett was there to capture all of the festivities.
As you can see behind me, even despite the rain, the 2024 Centerville Americana Festival was a rousing success. The festival began with a fireworks show at Centerville High School last night, and it came to a close today with a street fair featuring several local artists. And it certainly packed in a lot of excitement in these past 24 hours.
Anybody who's been to Americana Fest knows how popular this is. It is a huge event, and everybody who comes here loves it every year.
The Americana Festival is annually one of the biggest events for the city of Centerville. Featuring a firework display, a 5K run, and an auto show, there was plenty for people of all ages to enjoy. One of the main attractions was the extensive list of local artists and live performers.
And I think also being from Centerville myself, I love being a part of something, you know, at my very roots. And I love bringing entertainment to people.
To spend their 4th of July, thousands of people were able to get some good food, grab a seat, and see some amazing art. Live music performers were featured at the Centerville Town Hall, the Westerfield Main Stage, the Route Song Stage, and Benham's Grove. One of the groups featured was the Fries Band, a group composed of both current and retired teachers from the Centerville area.
It just is so nice to touch base with all the people in Centerville. I mean, our core fans are in Centerville, and they love us and we love them.
Overall, the artists on display were proud to celebrate their nation's independence with their community.
We love being part of Americana. It's supposedly the largest one-day festival in Ohio, and to be a part of it and to be represented and to get on the main stage? All right.
Entertainment Americana has not yet released the total attendance for this year's festival, but the event attracts more than 75,000 people every year, and they assure us that they leave with a smile on their face every time. And this year proves to be no exception. Back to you.
Well, this is now my 4th year in the Fairborn Parade, and it is a beautiful day for it. Guys, are we excited that we're out here today? I love being here. It's a great time and a great day to have it. Obviously, we've had an amazing turnout, and I'm so excited to be back.
It was such a great day out at the Fairborn Parade. Well, morning, I should say. I loved riding with the two that I got to ride with in the Corvette this morning. So much fun. It is such an honor to be a part of the parade, be a part of the festivities, and really just to be a part of that community. I absolutely love every moment. It was a little warm, though, I'm not going to lie, but the fun doesn't stop there, right? It doesn't end at the parade route. So 4th of July festivals are in full swing right now all across the Miami Valley. Fairborns has been ramping up throughout the day-to-day. Jenny Bork now live from Community Park, just down the road from where I live. Jenny, what's it like out there right now?
Yeah, Elise, a lot more people have shown up in the last hour and a half. When I first got here, the band was doing a sound check, but now the music has everyone in the festival mood. There are a lot of food trucks, but there is one unique one, which is a Hungarian cabbage roll food truck. I spoke to the owner who's done this event for about the last decade about why they make it a point to keep working this event.
The crowds are good, the people are nice, the Parks and Rec are very nice to work with. I think it's gotten bigger, yeah. The fireworks are spectacular. We always stay for the end so we can watch the fireworks.
So what else makes his food truck so special?
Elise, Larson's grandmother immigrated here, in 1900 and made sure her kids and grandkids knew how to cook all of the family recipes. We know that immigrants contributed to building America in a big way, so it's only fitting that they like to celebrate with family traditions. Coming up later tonight, hear from festival goers about why they like to enjoy Fairborn celebration. Back to you.
Generally, thank you. Well, if you haven't picked out where you want to go see a show tonight, don't worry, we have you covered. We've got a full list of all the fireworks shows and celebrations right now underway. There's some happening tonight, of course, and others over the weekend. Just look for this story at Dayton 24/7 now.
And if you head to any of those shows, we would love to see your photos. If you have something to share, grab your phone and scan this QR code. It will take you right to our Chime In page, and you can upload your photos or videos directly to us. You might even see them right here on Dayton 24/7 now.
Kettering police now have what's called connection kits. Now, these kits were provided by Lakes of Love. It's a local organization that provides support for families and children who go through traumatic events. The kits have activities and other sensory tasks that can help children distracted and even occupied during the initial investigation process with police. The founder says the organization, or started the organization, after her children went through a traumatic event.
They were so quick to respond the night that my children reported sexual abuse by our neighbor, and they were super helpful. Our Detective Ingalls, was amazing and has kind of stayed with us through the whole time. And so I initially thought, like, why not put them in the cruisers of the police cars? And so when they go to calls and there are kids that are scared or unsafe, they give them something to do in the moment.
Now, Lakes for Love will soon be working with Care House to provide these kits for more children across Montgomery County.
It's been nearly 2 years since Richmond police officer Sierra Burton was shot and killed in the line of duty. But tonight, her beloved tortoise, Morty, has a new home at the Wild Hearts African Farm in Lewisburg. Since her death, Sierra's mother, Jennifer, has been caring for the tortoise, but the farm says it is happy and honored to take over. We're going to have more on this story.
Only buying fewer items, they're also being more selective about what they get.
We want to, kind of look at the boxes, see what it does. Just make sure that it's be worth the money, so to speak.
Donnell Killings and his kids look forward to the 4th of July each year. He, too, is spending less than in years past.
I think it definitely have an impact on a lot of families with, just inflation with prices and stuff like that. Me, myself, I just try to budget a little bit, just make sure the kids have a good time. That's what it's about.
Well, if you plan on setting off your own fireworks tonight, keep in mind there are several cities around the Miami Valley that have banned private fireworks shows. Cities putting the bans in place to limit injuries, property damage, and fires. Dayton, Trotwood, Fairborn, Oakwood, Kettering, Beaver Creek, Harrison Township, and Germantown do not allow personal fireworks. Centerville, Troy, and Moraine all allow residents to set off their own. Make sure, though, to double check with your individual city about the regulations surrounding fireworks. And you're taking a live look right now at the Go Forth Reimagine celebration in Kettering. It's happening right now at Delco Park. The city puts the event on every year, but this year it's bigger and better than before. There are more food trucks, more activities for the kids, and they're adding a drone show to go along with the fireworks that start at 10.
All right, now starting off in the tropics right now, we do have our hurricane barrel bearing down on the eastern coast of the Mexican Peninsula. You can see still a Category 2, a strong Category 2, 110 miles per hour. That is the top notch. So 111 miles per hour would be Category 3. And even though it's weaker, what's interesting to note about this, it's being sheared apart by upper level winds, but we still have a very clear center here trying to form an eye once again and really deep convection right around the center. So this thing has been fighting for its life and doing really well and overdoing the forecast that we have seen from the National Weather Center. So we can expect it to make landfall tonight in the early morning hours tomorrow as it moves over the peninsula back into the Gulf. This is where things get a little tricky because we have a tendency to see hurricanes rapidly intensify in the Gulf. So they're going to be monitoring this very closely. Do expect it to come off as a tropical storm, but it could definitely intensify to a hurricane before making that northwesterly track and then again a more northerly track into the coast of either Mexico or even a landfall in the Texas coast. Live shot right now from our Eco Plumber Skycam back here at home. Temperatures right around 83 degrees with a dew point around 75. That is not the greatest. That is very, very humid, sticky conditions, but we do expect that for this time of year. And unfortunately, it looks like it's lingering with us through the day tomorrow. You can see 70-degree dew points expected tomorrow. Nice thing, though, the good news is Saturday and Sunday, we drop back down to closer to around 60-degree dew points, so a little more dry, but not necessarily completely dry and refreshing, but we'll definitely take it. Off to the west, we do have those storms starting to fire up. We're going to continue to see these move off to the east. Hopefully they stay sub-severe. Right now, they're not severe at all, but we do have that chance for a few of these to be on the stronger side, so we are going to continue to monitor this. Those continue to move through around 8, 9 o'clock or so, and then clouds building into the area for the morning on Friday. Partly cloudy to mostly cloudy conditions, and heading through the day, we could see an isolated shower or two. Maybe a thunderstorm could be on the stronger side, so again, we'll watch that as well. But heading into your Saturday, looking very nice, mostly sunny, clear skies for most of the day. Some fair weather clouds moving through with a nice northwesterly flow through the afternoon on Saturday and into your Sunday morning. Those precipitation chances tomorrow, again, very widely scattered and isolated, so not a complete washout like we saw this morning. And that weekend forecast looking pretty good. Temperatures right around 83 Saturday, 86 on Sunday, mostly sunny to partly cloudy both days. And then as we head into start your new work week on Monday, you can expect temperatures right around 90 degrees.
Good evening, I'm Matt Digby. This is the Bob's Discount Furniture Sports Desk. It was about a month ago, the last time the Cincinnati Reds swept an opponent when they took all 3 games in Colorado. But 2 wins earlier this week at Yankee Stadium, that gave the Reds a chance for a 4th of July sweep in New York. And check this out, pregame, Reds and Yankees players in a pregame standoff. Graham Ashcraft will be the last man standing, so maybe a good sign there for the Reds. Top of the second, Nick Martini takes a deep fly ball to right center. That will reach the bullpen for a solo home run, and the Reds are on the board first. That's another good sign. Then in the 3rd inning, Jonathan India, the reigning NL Player of the Week, he goes deep to left field this at-bat, and the visitors doubled their lead. Then to the 5th inning, Spencer Steer asks, what's better than a solo home run? That would be a 3-run home run, going the opposite way for his 11th of the season, and the Reds are out to a 5-0 lead. However, bottom of the frame, Yankees do get on the board with this solo home run from Austin Wells. Ben Rice would also go deep in the 5th inning. However, in the 7th inning, the bases will be loaded for Jake Fraley. His fly ball reaches the wall in center field. All 3 runners score, and the Reds do indeed finish a 3-game sweep in the Big Apple. 8-4 the final, as the Reds go 5-2 on this most recent road trip.
Yeah, a lot of good swings by the guys. Just good timely hitting, honestly. Those homers came in some pretty big spots with 2 outs and guys on base. So, yeah, that was good timely hitting by us. It seems like we played some complete games there. Pitching has been awesome.
2 out of 4 at St. Louis was tough. You know, we were in every game. Thought we should have won, you know, both those games. But coming into Yankee Stadium and sweeping is, you know, it's big for any team. Big road trip for us that we just had. So we need to use this and play with momentum and, you know, win our games at home.
And a 4th of July tradition unlike any other, the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest at Coney Island. No Joey Chestnut this year, the 16-time champion not taking part because of a sponsorship issue. So that opened the door for Patrick Bertoletti to win his first title. He ate 58 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes. Also on Thursday, Mickey Sudo winning the women's competition for a 10th time. She consumed 51 hot dogs, setting a new world record for women. Meanwhile, Chestnut winning a separate contest earlier today in El Paso, Texas.
A lot of fun activities happening around the Miami Valley this weekend. We'll take a look at those activities next.
You're watching Dayton 24/7 now.
was my line.
Gina!
The Dayton 24/7 Now News app, brought to you by the Jeff Schmidt Auto Group.
Many of us have an extended weekend and are looking for some fun. Nathan Edwards has 3 events happening in downtown Dayton.
Certainly a lot happening in downtown over the course of the weekend, starting on Friday with First Friday. So go and check out local art and entertainment in downtown Dayton. Also take advantage of some great drink and food deals as well. Then the Levitt Pavilion's holding a free concert tomorrow and Saturday. Friday is Ocon, and then on Saturday it's Ron Artist. The second should be a great show there as well. Then on Saturday, head down to the Oregon District. They're presenting Independence Day as an independent businesses. There's going to be local pop-up vendors. And of course, you could take advantage of Dora as well. Great opportunity to get out, shop, and support our local businesses. So no excuse not to get out. Go out and have a great time. Back to you guys.
And one lucky Miami Valley resident is now a whole lot richer, $138 million richer to be exact. The Ohio Lottery announcing today the winning Powerball ticket was purchased at the Walmart on Brant Park in Huber Heights. The winner hasn't claimed the prize yet, but if they choose the cash option, they will walk away with $65.8 million.
All right, Tim, how's it going to look for fireworks later?
There's a chance for some showers and storms. We're monitoring closely.
All right, we'll keep it here. We'll keep you informed. Have a good night.
Sponsored by the